pool cover got on. Pool area's been cleaned. And I have a few containers for future project. Actually, you're just sitting on some furniture. But I'm gonna just do a tour around today. We're here in the mid-fall. I've been doing some cleaning. Get a lot of leaf litter back here because, trees. And I wanted to plant in this area here, under here. I gotta clear out that in this whole area and then over that way, which is all a slope. I just have this lined out in the drip. But yeah, that slope is all basically not suitable for really anything else besides planting bed or letting go wild. But the problem with the wild is just right along the beds here is just wicked thorny brush that lines the whole area. So if something were to go through it, dog toy or something, there's no way to get it back. So I cleaned it up. I have a few flags around of some plants I already want to move in, but I'm only about halfway done of removal of stuff. I think this is a debris pile. That's a debris pile. That might be partially debris, but it's probably mostly actually still in the ground and living. So we got a debris pile up there. I've got my debris piles up there. This drivable pathway is just dead rock hard clay, and I just drained the pool, which comes down this hill and runs down this way. So what I'm standing on right now is kind of washout, and it's a saltwater pool, so it's salt washout, which I have yet to see anything damaging to those plants that we just passed, the trees there. And that's why that's pretty much the only thing that's going to be there. But this is all the pool damage. I can change how that does it, but anyway, this isn't a lot of debris. I have my plants up here. They still need to get mulched up. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'll probably remove the tags though. And I just decided that I have too much going on, that the plants, particularly these two, have to stay here. And these ones had to stay here. Those would like more, actually, that would like the most sun, but I would love to move some of these around still, if there's time. I'm in the middle of cleaning this out. A few more flags of plants that I do need to plant still. Need to plant another brush pile. And the brush piles are something I'll just come around and get shortly, and I'm gonna harvest out these like logs out of it, see if they can be used for anything. I'm also doing, this is brush pile from the garden here. I have a iris that's pushing a bloom. I still need to do a whole bunch of stuff. I'm guessing it's gonna be yellow. I'm gonna actually cut that up and spread it out if I can. in that flower bed cleaning area. Yeah, the other stuff I just did, I just saw, so. Anyway, I'm just gonna be going around doing stuff like this bench and the stonework. I'm gonna move out. I'm gonna just clean. Have a lot of cleaning over here to do for the season. I'm cleaning between the barn and the garage, so I've got my vehicles not in them. Yeah, it's a lovely day. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing, but I'm going to be doing stuff. You know what is one of the highest priorities is just prepping for an easy spring. So I want a really easy spring. I'm going to be doing a lot of work, and if I can do some of that work now, which would be like flower bed cleanup, I'm going to try and do that this year. Just strip out everything I can out of there. I have this left up, so I know to get rid of it. It's a tree of heaven. It needs to be removed. I pruned up some of these trees. This is a branch that snakes around that trunk. That's not probably ideal, but it's kind of pretty. And I think if I removed it, you would really see that. But I came over here and flagged my roses because I keep losing them. I think the deer are eating them. Obviously the weeds are overgrowing the area, but I've got 7 roses here. I've got at least 2 more I could add to this collection just to keep them here. But here's the problem is this is not supposed to be grass. It's not supposed to be living. It's supposed to be mulch. And I just don't have the time in the year to actually mulch this up. So I think I'm just going to make sure these are tagged, and I may even put my others over here because it's just such a big project that I'll do it some other time. Like season. I mean, this whole thing I really need to work on clearing out. Unfortunately, the weather is helping me with that. Had an earlier than late frost, so really killed back a lot of stuff. Most of the trees are down, or most of the leaves are down. Everything is transitioning to fall color. That is late ones, so like the shrubs and stuff are getting their fall colors. Yeah, this whole mess needs to be cleaned out. And this mess needs to be cleaned out. And if I could do that before the end of the year, I would be so happy. And I have to figure out where to put. So this brush is actually, I do remember where I'm going to put it. So I'm going to strip out all the things that I can for logs and anything that's like any part of a log that's longer than, you know, that I'll probably keep. Let's see over here. I got still stuff to put away. Trash that should have been thrown away a long time ago. I left it out. This wood pile here needs to go, and there's a lot of thorny weeds around here I want to clean up before the end of the year. There's daffodils that come up right here that are pretty, and I'm going to move them. I didn't have time last year to get around to actually moving them, so I'm going to dig them up. And there's a whole bunch of daffodils that grow up. Actually, come to think of it, with the new flower bed moving, like this area of the yard right here, from basically the telephone pole, in this area, so telephone pole maybe right about there to there is daffodils that have been spreading, and they go down that way. They follow like a water path. down that direction. So I do have a ton of bulbs to get in the ground and some more coming. So I may be just adding them to this part of the yard. So I may pull those daffodils in season in the spring and move them over to the other side, just to clean up. I also moved some of these daffodils because I wasn't sure when this was being built if it was going to disrupt what was going on over here. So I did save some of them, put them up around a tree on the north edge of the property, and that was too much shade for them. They might still be there, but they got mulched up really heavy mid-season, so they would need to be unmulched before I could probably see any part of them. But there is a big log in here. That's where this cutting came from, so big log right there. And some brush piles in here. So my plan is to clear cut this out and clear cut this side over here. Honestly, you can't see, hang on. But the clear cutting will, I don't know, just hopefully open up. It doesn't need to be grass, just meadowy. That's what I'll treat it as, meadowy clear area, but I may have to do some brush burning back there. It's definitely close enough to a faucet if there's an emergency. I can get water. But here's the other side. So this is how we're just on the back side of this. This here is the side of the barn, but visually the back side of it. Unfortunately, some of the weeds have been doing it themselves. This here is a sycamore. It can't be more than a couple years old. And it has got to go. They are fast growers, and it is too close to the barn. So as you can see, there's boop, boop, boop. The grass wraps around the yard, and then it stops here. So this just needs to be trimmed up to the tree line there and wrap around. And as you can see, this has got that thorny layer, and behind it you can see that there is open space, but down that side, so like clear out this, clear out that over there, but this whole area through there is brush. Here it's open. You can see the brush is all, there's a lot of raspberry, wild raspberry, but difficult to get through, get in, use, enjoy. So it's just taxed land that is unmanaged by me in any way, and it's going to start to be. At least here it is. So I don't want to pay for this if it's not for me. Mother Nature can have it back. But she's got to pay for it. I'm not paying for this shit.